Hey there, Zesty Boys. Welcome back to the Zesty Podcast. My name, of course, is Tony Shire.
I'm Mitchell.
I'm Savannah.
And we are on Zoom because Savannah has coronavirus, so me and Mitchell can't be in the same room as her.
I'm the only one without the coronavirus.
No, you're throwing around that term. I think you don't know what the weight of the words you're saying right now.
There's some pretty heavy words there, Savannah, and you're using them.
A lot of reputation that could be at stake if the wrong person hears that.
Mitchell's got a pretty substantial reputation that he needs to uphold.
I have been going out everywhere these past 2 weeks.
Just campaigning for myself. Keep my staunch reputation upheld.
Attending parties,
mixers,
gatherings, socials,
wine events.
And if it gets out that I have coronavirus, all right.
You just confirmed it. I hate to break it to you. You did, in fact, just confirm.
No, that wasn't.
Oh, it's gonna be the worst cotillion of the year. Oh, he just turned off his both of his things. Oh,
you didn't hear it from me that I have coronavirus.
I heard it from Eminem Steve Harvey.
Hey, I'm your man, Steve Harvey. We got a good one for you.
That's Dr. Phil.
he's just the white Steve Harvey.
Yeah, he really is.
They have the same mustache.
And the same following, probably.
They both look like green M&M.
You guys ever watch Ask Steve?
No. Yeah. What is Ask Steve?
It's basically Dr. Phil, but with Steve Harvey as the host, and it's really bad.
Oh.
He's real preachy.
I like Family Feud, Steve Harvey.
I think he'd just get overwhelmed with like if someone was like, we need a paternity test, Steve Harvey would be like, I don't know, I'm staying out of it.
He just stares at the camera
he gives life. He does the Family Feud thing where he like looks at the camera and goes like this after someone says like a heartfelt thing or something.
This fucking idiot.
That's his brand.
I guess
I don't blame him.
You should go watch some Ask Steve for your life advice. I have no way of knowing. I guess when the meeting shuts off, it's been 40 minutes because I can't afford Zoom Pro. I was trying to figure out how to tell how long we've been going. I guess there is a small little clock on my computer machine.
Yeah, there's many ways to tell how long we've been going.
I'm wearing a watch.
I mean, I have one right here.
I have a phone with a stopwatch always running.
8:34. I can just track it.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of track, Mitchell, you gonna get back out on the loop anytime soon?
I don't know. We'll see if this coronavirus really took a toll on the old lungs, on the old breather.
You used to be some would say you used to be the pole vault champ of Forsyth County.
I was.
Wow, the whole
I wasn't
county.
on the team.
Who do you think, I guess we can't really have that conversation, but it's crazy to think that people we knew were probably pole vaulting in high school. And that was an actual real event. It just seems like something that Olympians do.
What's the build for a good pole vaulter? How do they
I think tall and skinny and flexible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that just seems way too dangerous to let high schoolers do. Just launch yourself in the air with a stick.
8 feet in the air, yeah.
What is
it? 8? I thought it was something like 10 or 20.
You can pick how high it goes.
Yeah, I think in high school it's lower. I think the Olympics get up to I don't know. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, I think they get 12 meters in the Olympics.
That's how they get PRs and stuff. Just how high up you can go.
Yeah, how high can you get?
How high can you fly?
I guess so high.
What is the stick made of?
Wood.
Wood?
The pole vaulting world record is
12 meters.
held
45 feet.
It's 6 meters. 20 feet 3 inches is the current.
It's still pretty high.
Pretty high up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the men's pole vaulting.
What's the high school record?
What if you just got a bigger stick? What do you go theoretically higher?
Mitchell, you're playing with fire right now.
I'm asking too many questions.
I think you do upgrade your stick as you get up higher.
So it's a pay to win kind of thing?
Exactly.
No, you have to master the lower stick and the movement, I think, before you can go with a higher stick that's more bendy.
The 7A schools always do better than the smaller ones because they can afford the nicer sticks.
The high school pole vaulting record belongs to Mondo Duplantis. He cleared 18 feet and a half an inch to break the national high school record in February
of this year.
Wow,
Mondo. Where do they hold nationals?
Mondo.
Somewhere shitty.
Does high school have nationals for swimming, or is it always just kind of? Is it just like they do like state championships and that's it? Because I'm pretty sure with swimming it's just state, and that's the highest you get in high school.
There's still national like time records, I would assume.
Yeah. Like he probably was at like Arizona State like meet and then got the national record. It wasn't like
he went in high school.
Yeah, it wasn't like he went to the. I meant like the Arizona like state, like Georgia State.
Oh, yeah.
But like it wasn't like a national meet they went to. That'd be a lot of kids.
Yeah.
A lot of people in pools.
People
peeing in pools. Do you guys pee in pools when you were kids, or just now?
Still do. Chlorine will take care of it.
That's what it's for.
Hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Hate that.
You hate that?
We were lifeguards. Were you ever a lifeguard, Mitchell?
No, I wasn't.
Ooh, look who doesn't know what he's talking about.
Can you speak to chlorine? No, you cannot.
Last time Tony was a lifeguard, he fucking fell 10
That's
feet.
True, he almost died.
Doesn't even know how to lifeguard, just falls out of his chair.
I was the first spinal that needed to be taken out of the
aquatic center. 6 years of the aquatic center, there's never been a spinal injury.
It was just me.
Of course it was you.
I was like a secret shopper. I got an email from someone saying, hey, we need to test out how good their spinal thing is. And I was like, okay.
You got paid for that?
Yeah, I got paid. I got $15.
Whoa.
It was a good deal.
That is a good deal.
They paid for my stay too.
They wanted you to fake it, but you didn't trust yourself to act it out.
Professionals have standards, Mitchell.
You dove 10 feet onto tile.
And see, I knew if I was awake that it would like inhibit my ability to make it look real, because I try to catch myself, and so I knocked myself out first so that I could fall realistically.
But you didn't see it on the cameras because he's also super fast.
Yeah, no, I didn't get to see it on the cameras because they deleted it all, so I was very upset.
Oh.
Wow. Why would they? That sounds like a lawsuit.
Just delete it. We got to get rid of this footage.
They thought you were dead, and so they were deleting all the evidence.
Yeah, that's what you got to do when you run a, whatever you call that, community center, and someone dies.
Happens all the time.
It does.
If you work anywhere,
someone dies.
Delete it. It's gone. No evidence.
Yeah. If one of you dies on this, I'm going to delete the footage. I can promise you that.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
OJ is a good man. That's
my
the stance I'm going to take. Your papa said that, Mitchell?
Did OJ really do anything wrong?
I mean, if he did, he explained how he would have, but he did not.
But he didn't.
The glove did not fit. We all saw it.
And so they had to acquit. What does acquit mean?
That you like get rid of the charges.
Oh.
Like when they didn't have the glove, the defense didn't have substantial evidence anymore, so they had to acquit the case.
Okay. There's something that like South Park made up, or that like they did in a South Park show where he basically just like talked about Wookiees for a while. The like defense attorney did, and then the jury just voted with him because they were confused. But now it's actually called a Wookiee defense in real life now, because people do it all the time, where they just try to distract you with things that basically like straw man arguments, where it's just like saying random shit until the jury's like, okay, that makes sense, and it's not even like what's happening. Right. Yeah, it's called a Wookiee defense. Or maybe Chewbacca. I don't know.
I feel like juries are just such like a terrible way to go about.
They really are
deciding someone's fate.
But I guess it's better than just one man having the power.
Yeah, no one man should have all that power. They should bring it to like a county vote.
Yeah,
every week.
That'd be cool. Wait, like a regular election for everything.
But for who goes to jail?
Should Savannah get a speeding ticket? Let's go vote. You can campaign.
Yeah,
I'm down for it. Did you know the like starting salary of a judge is $212,000, and that's for like the lowest level judge?
Yeah, but to be a judge, you have to have so much experience.
Yeah, or you just gotta be in a small town and know the right people.
Yeah.
It's all about who you know in local politics. Mitchell's had enough.
He's done.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here.
Mitchell, how you liking Fox TV? You putting on a clan robe?
He doesn't have headphones in.
He can't hear anything. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna segue back in with something interesting, and as soon as he puts his earbuds back in, and that's basically how I got rid of the hemorrhoid. But other than that, it was just a mess.
Say it again.
What? Oh, sorry. We thought you were putting on.
We got off on a tangent.
We did, yeah.
Well, I heard hemorrhoids, and I'm interested.
Well, we thought you were putting on a Klansman robe.
No.
Wouldn't put it past your gun.
You should. You should put it very far past
I should put it past you. Why don't you throw that hood up? Make sure it's not spiky.
Yeah.
It ain't spiky.
All the way. Okay.
This is as far as it goes in my head.
I feel like that would look much different on me. I think it's a regular sized hood. He's a big man. So
just a head. Just my head.
He can palm adult sized jack-o'-lantern.
What is it? Yeah, I can.
Like not adolescent.
Yeah.
To answer your almost question.
I know that's where you were going, right?
Mm-hmm. Only the adults.
Only the adults.
Whenever I eat cereal in the morning, I just pour the milk into the box.
I bet you eat like fucking Cocoa Puffs.
No.
That's the kind of person you strike me as.
What's wrong with Cocoa Puffs?
I don't know. I'm just saying that's what Mitchell probably eats.
Almost
what cereal
everything.
do I probably eat?
You eat like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No, actually, I don't. That's like one of the ones I don't really love.
Oh, honeycombs. If they still made those, I would still eat those. Honeycombs are tight.
Shiznit. Yeah.
I think they're gone.
I don't know. I really liked the Eggo waffle cereal. I really like really sugary, like Fruity Pebbles or Captain Crunch.
Fruity Pebbles are good for about 15 seconds, and then they're just colored milk.
Then they become part of the milk.
Yeah.
You just pour in a little at a time.
That's a
and
good
then you
idea.
don't also know how much you ate.
But then you burn all the calories you're eating by pouring in.
By shaking it in each time.
How much do you think a single Fruity Pebble is in terms of calorie?
Like
one.
Really? A Tic Tac is less than 1 calorie.
Is it?
In a box. Yeah.
On the Tic Tac box or on a box?
Just on a box.
Like, was it that one guy who holds sign on Instagram?
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
I saw it on the Tic Tac box.
Tic Tac box.
I like Captain Crunch, though.
Captain Crunch is good. Shreds the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
It does not cut my damn mouth. That's the same thing how people say Taco Bell makes you shit your pants and stuff like that.
That doesn't happen to me.
Golden Corral does that to me. Like,
because you eat raw meat from Golden Corral.
Because I eat 15
I like my buffet steak rare.
Because if you don't ask for a rare, they give it to you well done. So I'd rather have raw steak than burned steak. And so I eat 15 like grade C sirloins that are undercooked. And then turns out that doesn't work well. 8 plates of French fries. Doesn't work well with my growing boy's stomach. And then it's a struggle on the ride home. Sometimes don't even leave the restaurant.
Oh no.
It's happened. They have nice bathrooms though, because they know what their food does to you.
Yeah.
They know their brand and their clientele. I
don't think I have a food that makes me do that. I think I can pretty much eat anything still.
I think almost any time I eat steak at a restaurant, because I just get like way more than I need. Because instead of getting like a sizable steak and like sides, I get the biggest steak I can possibly get, and sides, and just like shove it all inside of me. And then my stomach's just like, we need to get most of this out right now,
as fast as possible.
It's too much.
No.
Get out.
Can't like. Go ahead, Savannah. There's the latency I was talking about.
I said that's how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Don't you ever interrupt me on my show in front of Mitchell?
I'm sorry. Please
okay, Mitchell, say your thing. Mitchell, do your bit. You've been talking all week about a bit you had ready for the podcast, and you said, Tony, just do a real obvious segue for me right into it, and I'll be ready. I got it. It's only a 10-minute bit, so it's okay.
I just wanted to show everybody my passport and passport number.
Let's see the first page.
Here's me.
There's some sensitive information on that, Mitchell.
There is. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna cut this.
Just let me steal your identity real quick.
You don't want it.
I'll just get it close now where you can see my face.
The first time I got my passport made, they spelled my last name Srheyer, so it was Senor Hayer. And so I had to get it remade.
Excellent.
And when they sent me the new one, they gave me the one with extra pages. So now I won't be running out of pages in my passport, so Drake doesn't have to worry.
Canada doesn't do the stamp. Or at least going into Montreal, they don't do a stamp.
Maybe they just.
Mexico doesn't either.
Are they required, or is it just kind of a thing that annoying people ask for?
Well, I mean, I guess maybe they do it in airports, but on cruises, like in the ports, when you get off, they won't stamp your passport. There's like a special tourist booth where you can get like a passport stamp.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you don't even technically need a passport on a cruise.
Wait, so like you don't have a passport, you just kind of stay like on the resort, I guess?
No, you bring your birth certificate.
That sounds more stressful.
It was very stressful because then when you get off the boat, like when you're in port, they ask you to carry your passport with you just in case like the boat leaves or something happens.
Just in case the boat leaves.
Look, when me and Kelsey and Mitch,
we'll be fine, but just in case the boat leaves, you should probably take your passport.
Well, me and Kelsey and Mitch very narrowly made it back to the boat when we were in Cozumel. So people have been left behind. The boat will leave you. And
according to the pirate's code, he who falls behind is left behind.
Yeah.
And I assume cruises follow that.
Cruises do follow that. Yeah, it's maritime law.
But
they have a plank.
Maritime?
Maritime?
No, you said maritime. That sounds like something that like you say to like your class, like maritime law for when we all have fun.
My southern accent, maritime law.
Maritime law, but the Pirates Code is really more like guidelines.
Now, what if you got...
All right, Mitchell, we'll do your thing.
You had the option to do a free cruise. Everyone who goes on there gets on free, but let's say like 1% of the people on the ship have to walk a plank. Would you go on that trip?
Like you don't,
100% no.
Like you don't survive?
I mean, if you can get home somehow.
Okay, no, because cruises are like $200.
Yeah.
If it was like, I don't even know, like if you also win like $10 million if you're one of the people who's not on it, then it's like, okay, I'll take those odds. You can make a raft out of the weaker people if you have to walk the plank.
Yeah. Yes.
It depends what 1% is, I guess. How many people that is.
Wait, did you say 1% has to walk the plank or 50%?
I said 1.
Oh, I thought you said 50. I was like, Mitchell, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No, I heard 1%.
Well, I'd still do 50-50 death or $10 million. So...
I mean, either way, put me out of my misery. Am I right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Don't give me the money.
Would you ever be the most dangerous game, Mitchell? What's your price to be the most dangerous game?
Like to be the one that gets hunted?
Yes. You have 24 hours. If you survive, you get whatever your set cost is. If you don't, I get to eat you.
Okay, so
on my
you're
island,
the one hunting me?
Yeah, and it's on my island where I have traps and stuff too.
Oh shit!
And I get to wear like khaki and like a hat and like a big old rifle. You just get you get your chosen clothes, no armor of any sorts.
So do you look like Nigel Thornberry?
I do look like Nigel Thornberry.
That was what came to mind.
I have at this point in my life, I have enough money to get hair transplants onto my nose so I can have a big mustache. No. And I'm always like in the background.
Tommy is Donnie, and he just runs around the island like distracted. Yeah.
Okay, so those are the stipulations, Mitchell.
All right, I do it for $5 million.
And that's a binding verbal contract.
You have no hunting experience.
Okay.
Or island.
I'm just saying, if I ever become a rich man, this is a binding verbal contract. I didn't say I would have hunting experience.
Expired.
I could hide for on like a day.
You think you could?
Yeah.
Even though I know this island front and back.
Well,
and have traps.
How big's the island?
Yeah.
You should have asked that before you agreed.
I haven't agreed to anything.
Island.
It's like 10 feet by 10 feet. It's like
they're just a box.
Damn.
No, it's one.
It'd just be me versus you.
It's one of the Pacific trash gyres.
Why is it just like a?
Is that a trash island?
Trash?
Yeah, a gyre of trash. There's 5 of them.
What's a gyre?
Where do you get gyre?
That's what they're called. They're the Pacific trash gyres. GYRES.
Gyro?
Gyre.
Hero?
A hero sandwich?
Yeah, the 5 heroes. There's 5 giant heroes floating on pita bread in the middle of the ocean. It's the most delicious game.
I mean, $5.
$5. I still get to hunt you though.
But can I eat the hero first?
You can only eat the tzatziki sauce until you win.
I actually don't like tzatziki sauce.
Well, so. I don't know why you have agreed to this.
I was not aware.
Or you could always do like a Predator thing where you put like tzatziki sauce all over your body so I can't see you.
Would that work?
Because I can only see things that aren't yogurt based.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
What, Mitchell?
So I was at the lake the other day, just dumping my trash in the water, and
as you've been known to do, that I drink.
On occasion, you have drank the lake water.
On occasion, it's free water.
You drink Lake Lanier water?
Yes, it has all the mercury you need.
Your amphibious nature.
Mm-hmm.
Frog-like appearance.
You need iron, you need B12, and you need mercury to sustain human life. And I'm going to get all that mercury out of Lake Lanier.
You're going to get only mercury out of Lake Lanier.
I have like
the
opposite of a life straw. It filters out the water and gives me only the toxins.
I just drink thermometer juice to get mine.
That's just mercury.
I know.
Mitchell, there is no juice in here except for like battery acid. Or in here.
Audio. What's your temperature tone? Let's see live. What's your temperature?
One's rectal. Just kidding. This one just doesn't work anymore.
We got the thermometer going.
Oh,
I have one upstairs, 94.1.
That's a damn radio station. That's not even your fucking...
You're actually dead.
That explains why I've been hearing just the morning zoo every morning at 6 a.m.
Mine's 97.1 The River.
The new 97.1 The River.
99.5.
95.5 The Beat.
No, it's gone.
I know. Now it's talk. Now it's liberal propaganda talk radio.
94.6 the
94.6 the Squirt. The Anthropod. Come on over to Kiss 93.5, home of DJ Tony and Big Fart Mitch. That's our radio show.
That's good.
Was that like a thing in like the 90s to have those like buddy comedy like radio shows? Because I've always like got
weenie in the butt.
Exactly. Like I've heard all those tropes, but I've never actually heard a radio station like that.
Crazy
weenie in the butt.
In the butt.
The big douche.
The flush.
The flush. We're just a modern radio station.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Zoom. I couldn't
all of us are more attractive on the radio. And then when people look up pictures of us, they're like, oh, that's unfortunate. He's only 5'2". Jesus. He's
I'm
standing.
Only 5'2".
What? You're only 5'2"? I thought you were like 5'9" at least.
Yeah, on
just kidding.
Welcome to
Only if she 5'3".
5 come.
95.5 come. The world's raunchiest radio station.
The Cum Boy.
The Cum Boy.
There's sound effects, you think, somewhere out there for cum. Just water hitting the ground.
I don't like any of these noises.
Savannah, you gotta take the lead. This show's going off the rails.
Oh no, me.
What are you teaching tomorrow?
Yeah. Tomorrow's an early release day because it's Labor Day weekend, and I'm thrilled to have a long weekend. Because I'm exhausted. But so I tomorrow am teaching grammar. We're talking about types of sentences. I teach 5th grade now. So, and I teach virtual.
They're not cute anymore, and they're still stupid.
They're still, some of them are cute, and they're not stupid. It's really hard.
5th grade is hard.
Do you know what a coordinating conjunction is? Can you tell me an idiom off the top of your head?
Ooh, an idiom by the skin of my teeth, right?
Yeah.
There we go. I know only I do not know what a coordinating conjunction is, except for coordinating.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Yep.
I remembered some of my grammar.
Junction.
What is my function?
Yeah. We still show that video.
Do you do long division?
I showed it to my first.
Is this the year for long division?
Mm-hmm, but I don't teach math.
I couldn't do long division.
Unlimited minutes. Oh, Tony.
He did not do that. What?
I guess he must have.
You just buy Zoom Pro.
He's just money bags over there.
Just ran off the screen to go purchase Zoom Pro real quick.
He had to go dig the money out of the backyard. Yeah. He doesn't believe in banks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how do you feel? You have like a huge impact in these. Whenever I worked at the after school program, I only saw like the kids for like, 2 hours probably a day.
Yeah.
But I still felt like I really had had an impact on their development. Tony, did you go off and buy Zoom Pro while you were gone?
What, me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Y'all keep talking.
Before you stuck your fat dip in.
What's your name, sir?
Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
What, me?
Yeah.
Yes,
sir.
Oh. Well, my name's Sawtooth.
Sawtooth, man.
Is that your given name?
Well, no, but people just started calling me that, seeing as I saw my teeth.
For what purpose?
Just to bite more meat. You see, I got incisors right up here, but then all the way back is canines. Because I just sawed them into the shape. They're like a blade, like a tiger shark almost.
Oh my God.
I'm so confused.
You sawed your teeth down?
Flat or are they pointy?
They're canines. You know what a canine
is? So they filed them down?
That's these pointy ones, right?
Yeah, these are incisors. So I got incisors up front for gnashing. Uh-huh. But then in the back, I got no more molars. I got rid of all my molars, sawed them down into a point. And now they're all canines back there. So they call me Sawtooth.
Is it a tiny saw, like a nail file?
Well,
how'd you get a saw in there?
Varying saw sizes. I had to go through quite a few. The front ones I was able to use just a regular saw, non-electric, and I just got it back there.
Did you take any sort of painkiller during this, or did you just go ahead and saw them down?
Oh well, teeth are bones. You don't feel bones.
That's not true.
Getting that saw in your mouth might be pretty dangerous.
It was a little tough, but I had a mirror.
You did it all yourself?
You had a what?
A mirror.
Hold on, spell that for me real quick.
M-I-R. Mirror.
M-E-E-R.
Yes, sir.
M-I-R-R-R-R.
There are many spellings in oldie and regular English. I chose
Sawtooth. How's that immune system? Because I got to tell you, you're sitting in Tony's chair, and Tony currently has coronavirus.
That's not real. That's not real. That's not real.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It ain't real.
Dumb question. Well, my immune system, since you asked, is pretty strong. Just seeing as I got only canines in the back of my mouth, I'm able to extract much more nutrients out of legs of lamb and legs of chicken and all the legs.
And that's boosted your immune system.
Oh yes, ma'am. I've never felt better.
Now, right. Sawtooth, do you own a farm of any kind?
No, sir, I do not. I live on farms.
All right, then you might be a good person to ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, say I have a piece of cattle.
I have a piece of cattle.
I have a cow. Okay, let's say I have a cow.
Okay. Piece of cattle.
And could I theoretically cut a piece off of the cow,
yes.
keep it alive, let it regrow, and just keep cutting that piece over and over again to have an unlimited food supply. And maybe we go like economies of scale here, get a lot of cows, don't have to cut them all up all the time, and I can like let them heal and go back to the original cow I cut a piece off of.
Well, you see, cows are kind of like earthworms, where if you cut them in half, they each grow a new front half. And so,
really?
You can cut out the middleman by just.
Do earthworms even do that?
Oh yes, sir, they do quite well. Mm-hmm.
Starfish also.
Both
have
budding or something.
Cigar fish.
Starfish. Both halves won't grow. Only the bigger half will grow, I think.
Unless you cut it right down the middle. That's the hard part. You got to line it up good. That way there's no bigger half, so neither is dominant.
So I should be eating starfish.
It creates two recessive cows.
Wow.
You should be eating starfish, yes.
And the starfish idea might act. Can you eat starfish? Is that
yes.
A dish?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
It's not a fish as much as it is a shape.
I think it's just cartilage.
You can still eat it.
As much as a shape. What is it made of? Is it suction cup? Cartilage?
Well,
yeah, cartilage and suction cups, like a shark fin. I think is kind of the same.
And you can eat shark fins, so you can eat starfish.
Shark fin soup.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Google it.
And they got beaks too, and those make good necklaces.
They do.
Do you have a starfish beak necklace?
Oh no, I can't afford that. They just make nice ones. They're like the diamonds of the sea.
Where do you get them?
The sea.
Oh, you have to go get them. No, there's not a distributor.
Oh no, you have to get it yourself. But starfish are an elusive creature.
They're really not at all.
They're very, very fast.
They're the opposite, actually. I don't think
you know what a starfish is.
Well, when you look at them, they bolt, and that's why you can't ever see them. Except
I think you're just talking about a regular fish. Channel.
No, I'm talking about starfish. You know, the ones with the big tail and kind of a pointed body. You got fins like on the side and on the top.
Tony. I mean, sorry, Sawtooth.
Yes, sir.
I'm used to referring to Tony in that chair.
Do not know who that is.
You're describing a fish.
A starfish, yes, sir.
No, Sawtooth. You're describing a minnow, just a basic shape of a fish. Classic shape of a fish.
Yes, sir.
Not a starfish.
Well, that's where we have different opinions.
I don't think this is an opinion.
But see, I'm confused because Sawtooth, you knew that a starfish has a beak, but you also think it's a regular fish, but regular fish don't have beaks.
Well, starfish do.
But not with a fin and fins and a tail and a fin.
I'm going to need you to Google a picture of a close relative of the starfish called a pufferfish, and you tell me whether or not it has a beak on the front.
This is a starfish for you.
That's just, those are tchotchkes, sundries that you can get from a tourist shop.
But you can eat them.
You can eat them.
They are sold in China's food markets.
They're very dry, though, and very hard, and usually have googly eyes you got to pick off.
So, Sawtooth, I'm going to go ahead and guess where you're from real quick.
Go ahead and guess. I'll give you 16 guesses.
From Tupelo, Mississippi.
Yes. I am from Tupelo, Mississippi.
Now, that's all right. There's got to be. Are you related? I mean, I don't even know who. I don't remember any of the past guests, but
well, I can stop you right there. I do not have any relatives.
Not a single. What's your origin story, Sawtooth?
Well, I just remember waking up one day and just immediately started sawing my teeth as to be able to get more nutrients out of the legs of different chickens and starfish and other types of deli meat.
So sawing your teeth was instinctual.
Yes.
Just the first thing you thought of before you had any concept of language.
Yes. Almost like when two bees come out of their little cells, two queens, and they just immediately start fighting to the death. No one's told them to do it, and they just do it. I just sawed my teeth clean into points.
So were you an infant, or did you just become this?
Oh, I think I've always been me.
like in this size? Have you always been this size, or were you once like a baby?
Well, my size varies by season. So it just depends. If you would ask me this question, say in January, I may be 6 or so inches smaller than I am now.
Sure.
And if you were to catch me maybe mid-May, I could be anywhere between 3 and 9 feet tall.
Oh. That's very interesting.
So Sawtooth. Sorry, you go ahead.
What I was just, were you born, or are you just are?
Well, I reproduce by budding, and so every so often, little buds of sawtooth come off of me, and then they catch bursts of wind, almost like baby spiders. Yes, that not in how they're born, but in how they transport to their new homes is through the wind with
Sawtooth,
little parachutes.
Are you a starfish?
Now, sir, that is a pretty staunch accusation.
No accusation's been made. A simple question.
I am what I am, and a starfish is what I ain't, sir.
Okay.
And I'd be pleased if you were to drop it.
Are you offended?
Well, I don't think that you would be taking it too kindly if I were to just come in here and say, "Oh, you must be one of them light bulbs." See, it's just why would you compare someone to something else?
Never refer to me as a light bulb.
Exactly. I knew this was your bugaboo.
That is one thing that I am not, is a light bulb.
I've been in your attic for weeks, Gun, and I know you hate light bulbs.
How would you figure that out from being in my attic that I hate light bulbs?
You think no one sees you scream and holler every single time you got to replace that light bulb in the desk lamp on your desk?
How often does it go out?
It goes out every 3 days. I don't understand why.
I try to rewire the same bulb because I'm not spending money on bulbs.
He's going to get there eventually, but as of right now, he's just hollering and wailing on the ground every time he has to change it.
You get me, Sawtooth.
It's a damn shame.
Was there ever a beginning to Sawtooth, or was Sawtooth just kind of is? You know what I mean?
It actually It started with the sequel, unlike most, and so there was technically no beginning, nor
Star
end,
Wars.
like Star Wars.
You got that Benjamin Button thing, huh?
Not familiar.
Are you aging backwards? Like you're slowly getting younger?
Well, no.
Or will you always be like this age?
The nightmare of time marches forward for everyone.
I don't know.
I think so deep.
Sawtooth might be ageless. Sawtooth's more of a concept to me now. More of an idea.
It might be the Aveeno cream I've been using. I really like Jennifer Aniston, so I started using the creams she used in those commercials, and it's really done a number on my wrinkly, dry skin.
Very scaly.
You could be like 14, 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I think he is.
We don't know.
So what's next for Sawtooth? What comes after this?
Well, I'll probably go back to your attic after this.
Is that where you live?
Currently, I do reside in the attic just because I made a little bed out of the insulation up there.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I'm probably going to leave soon since I only eat ghosts, and I'm just now finishing up Gidget. So I'm not going to be able to sustain things unless you step on one of them puppies.
Sawtooth. You only eat ghosts, yet you sawed your teeth to eat meat?
Ghost meat, yes, ma'am.
So the cows and the lamb and the pigs, their legs are from dead ghost animals.
Oh, well, I thought that was implied.
Oh, my apologies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my misunderstanding.
I thought that most people ate ghosts primarily.
Did you eat my dead dog, Tony? Sawtooth?
I have been eating your dead dog.
Did you eat my dead cats?
Rest in peace.
Yes, I did eat both of your dead cats.
Did you have something to do with any of their deaths?
Well,
did you speed the process along? Oh my God.
I did.
Now I remember Marble hobbling in one day with just a chunk out of her leg.
That explains it.
I wanted an appetizer for the ghost meal.
Oh my God! Dude,
so I just took your cats,
caused thousands of in surgery.
Put them in a pillowcase and hit them against the wall a few times.
Good God!
Oh.
That's just not even how they died.
Are you crying, Sawtooth? Was it hard for you?
It was hard for me to watch, seeing as I love animals.
But you'll put them in pillowcases.
But I had to eat them. I mean, you would love to see a baby cow, but you're not going to stop eating hamburgers. And these cats, they were in misery, and so I figured might as well put them in a pillowcase, because I usually use a duvet cover, but it was dirty, and then just full-on Babe Ruth it into the wall.
It's my cat. I had them since I was 5 years old, and I quote, Babe, put him in a pillowcase cover and Babe Ruth them into the wall.
But the pillowcase cover was clean.
It was until then. You see, that's why I started using the pillowcase. I used to just grab them by the tail, but that would cause people would realize there was someone in the house Babe Ruthing their animals, and so I needed a way to cover it up.
Sawtooth, are you a ghost?
No, ma'am, I am not a ghost.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. So you just woke up one day, out of nowhere,
and just
no history of your past.
Well, yes.
Maybe your death had something to do with your teeth, and the first thing you thought of was to saw them off.
No, that can't be right. I just can't.
Sawtooth, are you a member of this material world?
Well,
can you interact with things? Is that why you live in my attic?
Yes, I can interact with
and I haven't
things.
heard you. I haven't heard anybody in my attic.
Just like anybody
You've been
else.
here for months.
I try to pick things up, and my hands move right through them, just like everybody else.
Oh my God.
Sawtooth, I've got some bad news for you.
What?
You're dead.
Sawtooth, you died.
That's just a lie.
Sawtooth, you're not. You're a specter.
May you rest in peace.
I cannot.
A phantasm.
Cannot be true. I'm as much a man as either of you.
A poltergeist.
It doesn't make you less of a man. You're just a ghost man.
Oh,
you just have an extra.
Less of a man.
Is a ghost of a chicken called a poultrygeist?
It should be. If it's not.
Don't try to cover this up with humor.
I'm sorry. I'm just real uncomfortable, and that's what I do in these situations.
Understandable, because you are in fact a dead man.
Yeah.
Somehow found his way on to the podcast.
We can't be sure of that yet.
Well,
I guess you got to kill yourself to test.
Well, I reckon we can give it a shot.
Nice. If that was
okay.
Fun.
Okay. Well, I'm taking this gun I just found, and I'm gonna test it out just for you. For you, gun.
I wish you would have put a picture of Mitchell up when you said, "I'm gonna take this gun."
I'm gonna take this action figure of Mitchell that I call a gun, and I'm gonna test out and see if I'm dead or not.
I appreciate you not showing this, because this is going to be very gruesome.
It's going to be
potentially
gruesome and vivid, but we never know.
It may not be. If you're already a ghost, I don't think it will be as gruesome as we may think. So. Oh no, Sawtooth!
Well,
hello?
I am in fact a ghost.
We did it. We solved the mystery.
I guess this means I have to start telling future partners of mine that I am in fact a specter and not actually a man.
I don't think you're legally required to do that.
But morally, I feel like it's the right thing to do.
You're a ghost. You have no morals. Those died with you.
Is that true?
Yes.
All right.
You want it to be.
Well, if I don't have morals...
You've been haunting me by killing my animals one by one.
That's just a means to an end. No one's enjoying that.
You're good. You don't
Besides
even have to
me.
Eat. You don't even have to eat. You're a ghost.
But like, just because you don't have to doesn't mean you don't want to. Like,
that's so true.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really fair.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you just really loved like real meat legs in real life.
Is that what you call them when you eat them? Meat legs?
Real meat legs.
Real meat. Excuse me, is this a real meat leg?
Yeah, well, you have to ask those questions because sometimes it could be not real.
Plant-based meat legs.
For one of them fake
which would also be delicious.
The impossible meat legs.
Oh my gosh, it would taste just like a real meat leg.
But can they get the texture? That's the real question.
They sure can. The Impossible Company has done it.
But they haven't done anything besides ground meats.
Yeah, I don't know. I have these
move to poultry.
soy curls that are very similar to chicken.
Soy nuggets?
They're toy food.
Thai food? Oh.
I was trying to say soy and
typhoid
then
fever?
tofu.
Thyroids.
I think for the next podcast, Sawtooth, if you want to come back, I mean, since we'll be alive forever, or sorry, not alive.
I do not think I will be
around. Oh, that's
we
sad.
should all get typhoid fever and then live podcast it.
I don't know if I want ghost friends.
We crossed the line.
Jeez, I can't believe we've had a ghost, a murderer, and two semi-regular guests on here for the old sign that we put up.
What's the sign?
Oh, well, Tony just put up like a please walk in sign outside of his door. And so just people take the liberty to walk on into your old home.
Yeah.
Hey.
Sorry, I had a bit of a coughing fit.
Hey, that's fine.
I had to take some Mucinex.
We had a riveting conversation.
You two?
Mm-hmm.
You two are the dullest bulbs in the drawer. I can't believe that would be true.
Don't bring up light bulbs, please.
Oh, sorry.
That's a touchy subject for us.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this hasn't shut off yet. I think it's probably getting close.
No, while you were gone, it actually did say that host has upgraded it to unlimited minutes.
No, it did. I did not do that.
It must have been Sawtooth.
Oh.
Sawtooth.
No, I did not upgrade anything, so.
Or did you use your money to buy Zoom Pro?
Use my PayPal money to buy Zoom Pro just for this one occasion.
Maybe
you
more.
Might need to use it in the future.
Maybe, and I mean it's actually working pretty well. So.
Yeah, and I don't have to be near you.
Yeah.
Which is a plus.
And you can't make me eat fucking peppers or anything like that.
That is true, which is one downside, which is why we will not be continuing on Zoom because
the first and the last.
Is Joey even coming?
I don't think so. He decided
he just decided not to come.
Yeah, I don't want to anymore, actually.
Let's see. Home in like 20 at 8:30. It's been almost an hour since then.
He's just taking his time.
Should we check on him? Why a starfish?
It has a little butt.
Oh, look at that ass. Oh my god.
That ass though.
And starfish has a huge starfish ass.
A donk.
This angle right.
That's good.
We both got cool backgrounds now.
That's me from
2013.
2000. Good God. That's 7 years ago. I was 16.
You were but a boy. Oh, Jesus, Savannah. You can't be doing that. There are kids that watch this.
We have a very vast child audience.
We only have, all this goes on YouTube Kids.
It's only for kids.
We're right behind Baby Dancing with King Kong, Gorilla and Baby Dance Competition on educational videos for kids only.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the view count hasn't been what it could be because I stay on YouTube Kids.
True to your roots.
Mm-hmm. I was a kid once. I can speak for it.
I can vouch for that. You were a kid once.
Was I? Was I a good kid?
No, you were so obnoxious.
How so?
You just you never take anything seriously. You're better now.
Who, me?
No, you're not, dude. Fuck Tony.
Maybe you're not better now, but I just know how to tolerate it better, and I am not as horrible as I once was. I'm a lot more patient these days.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why, but you were just annoying.
Sounds like you were the problem.
Well, we know that was partially true, but you were also really obnoxious.
I think you're thinking of Tommy. I was pretty tame.
No.
I was kind of I was the jock.
At every picture we've ever tried to take as a group of 3, and just look at how long it takes to get one picture where we're all 3 smiling. Whose fault was that?
Tony, don't smile.
I'm like Nick Jonas. I don't smile.
That's not even a fair comparison, because you don't just not smile.
Just my promise
faces.
ring.
You could go look at the Jonas Brothers poster in your closet.
I know they all have promise rings on.
They do.
Because they're promising us that they'll be pure if we be pure. And then they'll take all of our virginities on one fateful day.
I've stayed pure just because the Jonas Brothers told me to.
I thought it was because of that weird shaped head of yours. Gun.
That's a little weird shade. That could be a contributing factor, Just the absolute size of this thing I call a head.
If I had to describe the size and shape of your head using a holiday and a landmass, I would use Easter and Island.
I guess.
Okay, what holiday and landmass would you use for mine, Mitchell?
What'd you call that thing?
Savannah's a fucking Christmas atoll.
Ooh.
Probably like Tax Day Gyre. What the
fuck? Tax Day Gyre. It sounds like a dance. We should make a rap song.
The Tax Day Gyre.
Tax Day Gyre.
Viral on TikTok.
Shred your taxes. Fuck the IRS.
Put it in a gyre.
The single biggest thing to destroy the U.S. economy is a new hit rap song by Tony and Mitchell, a.k.a. the Fart Brothers, called The Tax Gyre.
What up, y'all?
Shred them taxes. Fuck the IRS can't track you if you never spend money.
Fart with us now. Come on. Fart with us now.
No, we're just going. Lighting 401ks on fire.
Wow.
I don't think the podcast is going to get much better since we're talking about farting in Texas. So thank you, everyone. Okay, do your thing, Savannah. I'm trying to get you out of here.
There's not much further down we could go from farts. So.
Yeah. Okay. Is that what you had to interrupt the ending of the podcast for your little bit? Had to get the last laugh in. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Zesty Podcast. And as always, my name is Tony Shire.
Mitchell.
Savannah.
Mitchell. And we'll see you on the next one.